Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Sorry about the state of my voice, but bear with. This time, talking about Torchwood main range release, monthly release, you know what I mean. Number 46, Coffee. Written by James Goss, starring Gareth David Lloyd. Here's the synopsis. Baps has long been the best and only cafe in Cardiff Bay, but something's coming to the bay. Will it be posh coffee or aliens? David thinks that Cardiff's under a curse ever since his mum went missing. One day, a man called Ianto Jones walks into David's cafe. He's looking for something. Will he help David learn what's really going on in the city? This release is basically one massive Easter egg. It's just great. Now, this story happens to take place during, well, every single Torchwood story that was ever on TV. Possibly a few Big Finish audios as well. Now we all know how Ianto ends. It's not exactly a spoiler. Let's face it, Torchwood's about 15 years old now. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. And I do like Season 2 Torchwood. Everyone knows my feelings on the Children of Smurfs. And we don't need to go over that again. Because I just didn't like it. Everyone else in the whole world loves it. It's just not for me. I'm a Season 2 Torchwood kind of a guy, if that's such a thing. But this story is about the little people and the way that Torchwood affects them and the way that Cardiff affects them, and also about Cardiff's regeneration, about how it becomes bigger and better and bolder during the time that Torchwood was there, and yet it always is true to itself, like any great city, like the northern cities like to think of themselves. So this is a beautiful piece of character analysis. Oh, you see, that sounds so dry. It's about people. Yeah, that's a nice description. Ordinary people living in the Torchwood universe. Ianto happens to be in their orbit. And like most ordinary people, they are affected by what's going on around them. They're not protagonists in any major sense, but they are the central characters of their own stories. It's about friendship, and it's about what happens. And let's face it, this whole story stems from one tiny on-screen incident where Ianto's got a mug, and you're thinking, where did he get that mug from? Well, this is the answer to that question. And it's not a desperate hook, it's just a starting point. Because this storyline takes place, as I've said, at the same time as all of TV Torchwood. From before Ianto joins, right through, there's references to, so many references. If you were playing Torchwood reference bingo, this is it, and that's why I said this is practically one massive Easter egg. It's a great story, and one that I will be going back to, because it just reminds you of how good Torchwood is. These small cast performances are still so much smaller than they would be their TV counterparts, but they are, in many respects, better. I love Torchwood on audio, and this is a fantastic example of what it could be. It's a great introduction and something that I heartily recommend. Here's the trailer, and as always, decide for yourself. So until next time, be seeing you.
Morning, Squire. Welcome to Baps. What can I get you?
Oh, a cup of coffee, please. Strong and black and...
Name?
Oh, Ianto.
From Big Finish Productions, Torchwood, Coffee.
So, hot drinks are rituals. They're an easy way of finding common ground.
Aliens. That's what's being hushed up. It's happening every day. And this city, it doesn't care anymore.
What better way of proving you're a friend than offering a stranger some boiling water to fling in your face? A cup of coffee's a way of showing a bit of pride.
David!
Kathy! Kathy!
Performance art and a love of perfection.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Well, yes, that is a caveman.
A Villain in Venice, Jane of the Air, Book 1. A steampunk detective and aviatrix and part-time spy. Available now. All profits to the NHS. That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter at tindogpodcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.